Well, hey church family, it's Jeremy Nelson, and just wanted to share a couple of things with you via video so that you get a visual of what things will look like as we start meeting inside again. For the last 9 weeks in a row, and we had done a couple of weeks before that as well, we have been able to meet outside as a church family, which has been a great option for us to safely gather together. It's important for us to continue to gather together, and it's also important for us to continue to do that in a safe way. So as October rolls around now, we know we need to move inside, and we've made some changes so that we can hopefully meet in as safe a way as possible. There are going to be 2 separate worship services, and you'll be able to choose one of those. In fact, on Sunday morning, we're also going to be able to restart our Sunday school ministry. So there will really be 3 events taking place on Sunday morning. 2 of them will be happening simultaneously. At 9 o'clock, here in the sanctuary, there will be a shortened worship service, while students in preschool through high school are invited to rejoin us for Sunday school that will be happening also at 9 o'clock in the classrooms. Now, we want to keep those 2 groups separate, and so here's how we're going to do that. Right behind me are the doors that go right into the back of the sanctuary. So if you're coming at 9 o'clock for a worship service, we ask that as you park your car in the lot, rather than going in the main entrance door, we would ask that you coming for the worship service would just come into one of these 2 entrance or exit doors right into the back of the sanctuary. Those that are bringing their kids here for Sunday school will be using the main entrance at 9 o'clock. Once you come inside for a worship service, both at 9 o'clock and 10:15, a couple things you'll notice will be different. You won't have somebody greeting you and handing you a bulletin at the door. Bulletins will rather be available at the back of the sanctuary, spread out on a table for you to pick up on your own. Once you come in, you are invited to find a seat, and we just ask that you would find a seat as soon as you do come in. While you might be comfortable having conversation with people in an indoor space, there are others gathering with us who are not yet comfortable with that. And so we ask that you just come in and find a seat. Maybe use those minutes prior to the worship service starting as an opportunity for you to pray and be in the Word, asking God to prepare your heart for our time of worship together. When you come and find a seat, you will notice that they are spaced further apart than normal. The rows are spaced apart to provide for an opportunity for us to do social distancing. Because we're doing that in each of our Sunday school classrooms and in the sanctuary, we are not requiring masks to be worn. If you have a mask and would like to wear one, you are certainly welcome to do so. When you come in and find a seat, maybe if you fill in towards the front first, that might be most helpful. And we ask also that you would work your way, first of all, to the end of a row. The reason is we want to fit as many people in as possible in as safe a way as possible. And we are asking that in order to provide social distancing, you can certainly sit with your own family if you've come with a family, but then we want three chairs in between family groups in a row. And so if your family comes in, or if you come in as an individual and move all the way to the end of a row, that would certainly be helpful for fitting a lot of people in. We would also let you know that in order to make sure that we're not going to have one of our services that has too many people, we are again going to use an RSVP system. So regular attenders of the church will get an email on Monday, ask you to decide and let us know which of the 2 services that you'll be coming to. And if you forget to RSVP, come anyway. If you want to bring a friend with you, certainly bring them. It just gives us a general idea of what we can expect in each service. Again, 2 worship services, one at 9 o'clock and one at 10:15. You're going to enter through those doors and exit through those doors for both of them. The difference between the 2 worship services will just be this, that at 9 o'clock on Sunday morning, that worship service will be shorter because there will not be music during the service. We won't be singing together as a church family at the 9 o'clock service. That service will go from about 9 to 9:45, including some announcements, a time of prayer, and that morning's sermon. When we take communion on the first Sunday of each month, we'll also take communion during that 9 o'clock service. So that's happening at 9 o'clock. Not everybody is comfortable singing with a group of people indoors yet, and so if that's you, we'd invite you to come to that service. Speaking of safety, like I mentioned, there will be students in the classrooms having Sunday school at the same time as that shortened worship service. The worship service will be done at 9:45, and the Sunday school classrooms won't be dismissing students until 9:55, which gives you a chance here, as you're dismissed, to get out into the parking lot, into your car, and away before the students come down. If you're a family who has the parents decide to come to the 9 o'clock shortened worship service, and then we'll be waiting for your children, you can wait for them right here in the sanctuary, as they'll be dismissed to come to the sanctuary at 9:55. If you're not going to attend the 10:15 worship service as a family, then we'd ask that you exit out the back door by 10 o'clock so that those coming for the 10:15 service can come into that door. So 2 worship services, the difference will just be the one at 10:15. We will be singing together as a church. If you have any questions about any of these things, we'd be happy to answer them for you. I do want to just do a quick walkthrough, though, now of Sunday school so that students who are coming know where they are to go when they come at 9 o'clock. Well, I'm really grateful that we're going to be able to get Sunday school rolling again. A little bit bummed that we won't have an adult Sunday school class because of the need for 2 worship services in the sanctuary, but grateful that our preschool through high school students can start Sunday school again. So again, that starts at 9 o'clock. Some families may choose to drop their children off at Sunday school at 9, do that here at this main entrance, and then themselves go over to the sanctuary for the shortened worship service. I would encourage, if it's possible for your family, for the kids to come to Sunday school, but then for family to still gather together for the worship service at 10:15. But understand if you need to do it the other way. Either way, 9 o'clock is when Sunday school starts, and this is the door through which you will enter. All the traffic in the hallways will be one way, and so let me just walk in there with you so you can kind of see how the classrooms are set up. As you walk in for Sunday school, you'll notice sanitizer available, masks available if somebody would like to wear one but forgot to bring theirs. And that table is there so that traffic only flows one way. Students will come down here, and now if you have a younger child and they need you to walk in with them, you're certainly welcome to walk them in this way. One-way traffic will go here, and the first stop would be for first and second graders who will be using what used to be our nursery. Hopefully we can use it as a nursery again sometime soon, but our nursery will currently be unavailable. The nursing lounge and changing table can be accessed still through the women's restroom. But the first and second grade Sunday school classroom, the room looks like this, set up for social distancing with 6 feet between each of the tables, between each of the chairs. And we're looking forward to having Abby Risky and Elise Osmond teaching our first and second grade students right here in this room. Restrooms will be available both during Sunday school and the worship service. Preferably, if you can take care of that at home, that would help prevent having any sort of backup or line there in the restroom. Coming a little bit further down the hallway, you're going to see these 2 classrooms here again set up for social distancing. 2 separate classrooms. Here we're going to use some stools as tables. And 2 classes here will be preschool Sunday school taught by Tina Stauffer, and then K-Prep and kindergarten taught by Mike Van Forst. Andrea DeWeese will continue to teach our 3rd through 5th grade students in this corner classroom, classroom number 3. And then classroom number 4, this year we'll have our middle school Sunday school, 6th through 8th grades, again set up like this, and this will be taught by Chris Holdgrafer. As students enter into these classrooms, we'll ask that they sit in a seat and remain in that seat for the entire time to maintain social distancing. The only other class meeting then would be our high school Sunday school class, and those students would walk down this hallway, enter in through this spot in the sanctuary, and head to the classroom upstairs. Well, there you have it. That's the plan for Sundays beginning October 4th. We're going to continue to pay attention to what's happening in the area around us and make adjustments as necessary. But we look forward to gathering with you as much as possible in person on Sundays, and again also continuing to have the online worship service available for those of you who cannot join us. Thanks.